All right, shalom, shalom. Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites, GmsLouisianaSaints. All right, Lafayette camp. We come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, man. All right, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Rome, man, because it takes on the characteristics of our ancient captivities, man. And this is our last captivity, all right? Because we're waiting on our great King Yahushua to crack those clouds and pronounce judgment on the whole entire universe, man. We're waiting for that vibration to be poured out, man. All right? We're going to give infinite honors and glories to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. All right? That's the Heavenly Father and the Son by the true Hebrew names, man. All right? Yahweh meaning he exists, all right? Yahushua meaning he delivers, man. Our deliverer, man. All right? Whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We want to give double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during the last seconds of time, man. All right? Without further ado, we're going to jump straight into prophecy, man, because Esau couldn't wait to put this new Mariant on the scene, man. All right? He couldn't wait to do it. All right? They were rushing to do it, rushing to prepare for it, man. All right? Being crafty as usual. So the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, we're out here to pronounce and expose and uncover that leg, man. All right? Because we know what's to come. We know what's to come with this new Mariant, man. All right? That Esau is going to pour on the entire earth, man. It's going to be a very dark winter, man. The elites have promised that, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua, ahead of the elites, before the elites, promised that it will be perilous times in these times, man. It will be times like never before, like before the flood, man. All right, like greater than the flood, man. The second flood of nuclear missiles. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Revelations 13 and 10. It says, he that leadeth into... Revelations 13 and 10, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right, and that's talking about Esau Edom. He's led us into captivity, man. Each and every time he's been in the power, he's led Israelites, so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes into captivity, man. He's put you where your demise was, you found him there first, man. Wherever Israelites were in captivity, you had Esau there, man. You had Esau ready to take advantage, man. Each time he was in power, speaking of each time he was in power, man. He's taking advantage of our people, man. He's led us into captivity, but the Most High says, he that leadeth shall go into captivity, man. He that established it a time by blood, that same blood that he established it by is going to be used to what? The Most High is going to bathe this, wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, man. In the men of the Lord. You got it, right?
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right, man. It's estimated that over 1 million Jews fled to Africa, right? Once we fled to Africa, we were in that part. That's where you have Ghana, Mali, Songhai. You got the Moors in Europe, all right? In Spain, you got the Holy Roman Empire, man. Jake was all up in there, all establishing that rulership, man. And guess what happened after 70 AD, man? All right? With that golden era for Israelites, man, where Esau coins the dark period, man. All right? After we fell out of that, Esau came back with that Renaissance period, man, to try to reestablish himself, man, to rebirth himself, man, because he knew he was casted down, man. Most High cast you down, man, and put you as the Neanderthals, man. All right? Drove you into those caves, man. You were driven from among men, just like Cain was, man. You were driven from amongst us, man, because of your vile, wicked spirit, man. And still that spirit exists today, and you want our people to take this jab, got our mothers, fathers beguiled and deceived to take this jab, man, all right? Take this poison within themselves, embracing a what? A detrimental outcome to the nation of Israel, man. You got a lot to pay for, man.
That's right.
You Edomites, you so-called white men, got a lot to pay for, man. For the blood that you shed to these innocent people, man. And the Most High didn't forget that, man. So if you're a part of these 12 tribes, it will behoove you to come back to your nationality, man. And stop partaking in this wickedness of Babylon. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Because it takes patience to know that you've been raped, robbed, and murdered for thousands of years, man. All right? Over 1,000 years, man. Over 500 years, man. All right? Go ahead, bring it out one more time.
It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right, because pertaining to Genesis, back in Genesis, you were given a sword, you were given the fat of the earth, you were given the dew of heaven. All right, Revelation 6:4 tells you, and to him that red horse was speaking to Esau, to him was given a great sword, man. That sword lies in many things. It could be due to the court system. It could be what? An alcoholic store on every corner, man. All right? It could be what? Pharmakeia, pharmaceuticals, your medicine, man. You were given the power of the earth, so therefore you control all other elements of the society, man. Go ahead out. But that's the patience of the saints because we know we've been brought into captivity, man. All right? And we're patient on the wait and the great coming of Yahweh Shah, man. When the world isn't really calls Jesus Christ. We're waiting upon that day, man. All right? David said, what? I hate thee with a perfect hatred, man. It takes time to build up that perfect hatred because at first you want to just lash out against this devil, right? You want to just be like, well, you know what? Let me go out on the highways of byways and curse out the so-called white man. But it comes with a lot of background history. It comes with a lot of biblical knowledge, a lot of spirit, man. And it comes with that to know exactly who he is, man. You can't just say Esau is the so-called devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay, a lot of camps say that, all right? But a lot of camps aren't teaching the breakdowns, aren't teaching that this RFID chip, all right, is going to come as a plague to you Israelites, man. And you Israelites are going to take this, man. Yep. Go ahead, brother.
It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Go ahead.
It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb.
And that's talking about America, man. All right? And those two horns are speaking of the Democrats and the Republicans, man. All right? And it goes back to show you that America is a reflection of ancient Rome because you had the plebeians and the patricians, man. The plebeians, which were the who? So-called lower class, the lower of that society, the ones that were your taxpayers, they were your so-called slaves, man. All right? They were your so-called people that walked around. If this would be ancient Rome, there would be the people walking around right now that were subject to fines and payments, man. That didn't make the laws, but they were controlled by the laws, man. All right? Go ahead, out. And you had the patricians, okay, which will be your modern-day Republicans, man. That so-called what? The upper echelon of the society, man. The white collars, all right? Your so-called elites, man. That make the laws, man. That control the society, man. Wake up, Israel. All right? Go ahead, Al.
It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Which was America. Go ahead.
And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
That's right, man. He spake as a dragon because he was there. America's in that same steed of who? The Roman Empire, man. That's right, man. You want to say something? You got it, brother. You got it. Go ahead.
It says, and he executed all his power. He exercised all his power of the first beast before him.
First beast, which was what? The Roman Empire. He exercised all that power. So if I'm saying, if me and Amaya go and we go out to the to a gym, right? And I say, well, you know what? After I leave that gym, I'm gonna exercise just like Amaya did. That means I'm doing his workouts and his damn routines, right? That means I'm doing everything he uses to get and build up his body. I'm using it, man. That's what America did and mirrored themselves after ancient Rome, man. The military. All right, I posted an article in a WhatsApp. Their medicine, man, their medicines and their medical practices, man, model that of America, man. With this jab, this is not from old times. This is not something that just came out of thin air, man. If anything be done, it be done of old times, man. The Most High requires that which is past, man. Can anyone say, get that in Ecclesiastes 3, y'all, that anything is new? That this thing is new, man? These jabs aren't new, man. These plagues aren't new. They're ancient plagues, man. All right, go ahead, Doc.
It says, and he exercised all his power of the first beast before him, and he caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast.
Right, because if me and Amanya go to the gym and I got his routine, right? We went to the gym. I got his routine, the way he lift, the way he crunch, the way he what they call it, dumbbells and shit. Yeah, the way he do that. And I go and tell Jim and Bob and Joe, well, you know what? work out this way, work out that way. Then who am I exercising that power of? I'm not exercising of myself. I'm exercising of the rules, the routines, and the ways of that workout, man. That's what America does from ancient Rome, man. They exercise that same power, those same laws, all right, the Senate, and you can get that too. Maccabees said they had made for themselves a Senate house, man, all right? Because in ancient Rome, they were doing the same thing as ancient America, gathering up together. You have your judges, your politicians, your lawmakers, deciding what are we going to do, how are we going to rule this place. But those people are puppets, man, all right? Because the elites decide and tell them and give the orders to them, man, how are we going to rule this place, all right? And the elites said, guess what? These Rothschilds, these DuPonts, these Gettys, they said, we're going to put this Omicron in the atmosphere now, man. We're going to put this pestilence out, man. But guess who's controlling the elites? Spiritual demon Satan, all right? But guess who's controlling him, man? Pertaining to the book of Job. Satan said, the Most High said, from whence thou comest, man? And Satan replied, from walking to and fro throughout the entire earth, man. That tells you that the Most High controls him, man, which controls Esau, man. All right? He's esteemed as a potter's clay, man. You got it, brother. Keeping that revelation. I'm gonna tell you
myself. It says, who's deadly.
Matter of fact, this first Maccabees 8 and 15. Hold that right quick. I'm going to bring out yours, man.
All right, God. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be.
Is that which shall be? Go ahead.
And that which is done is that which should. And let me read that again. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
There's what?
No new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing under the sun, man. So America has been practicing the crafts and the practices of ancient Rome, man, all over again. But guess what they did, though? They rebooted their military. They rebooted the Senate. And now they're the most powerful, so-called most powerful kingdom on earth, right? Just how ancient Rome was, right? But guess what things happened before the downfall and before that miry clay, man? Those 10 toes, you had invasions on Rome. You had different types of plagues. You had a burning of Rome during the time of Nero, all right? We had different things that the Most High showed, according to prophecy, that he was going to break Rome down, man. And Rome was not built over a night, like that quote says. But guess what? It was destroyed over a night, man. You could say, man, all right? In the snap of an eye, man, a blink of an eye, man, the Most High took them out of rulership, man. And thus so will be America. Go ahead out in that Revelation. We got that first Maccabees.
It says, which Shalaki, I'm gonna start at the top. It says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast.
Right, because these Edomites, they take on the ways of ancient Rome, all right, and also they were just like Yahushua. Remember the four customs and his forefathers of Moses, Abraham, Jacob, all right, and it was quoted in the New Testament, referencing the Old Testament, all right. These elites knew who their forefathers were, man, because that's when that Job 9:24 comes in. They got that access to that knowledge, man. I know who my ancient forefathers was. I know what lineage I stem from. I know what ancient Roman Empire, Greek Empire I went into the loins of. And guess what they do? They represent their forefathers to a T on the left-hand side, man. And guess what? The elect represent their forefathers to a T on the right-hand side, man. By doing these works. By coming out on the highways and byways and putting our people in remembrance of who they are, man. So they can come back and be saved, man. And to hearken onto this word, this is a life or death situation, man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
Whose deadly wound was healed.
Right, and that wound was healed when that Renaissance period came in. The Cesare Borgia family, Borgias, all right? They came back and they did what? They had a plan, Psalms 83. They said, we're going to put them out of rulership by changing their images. Since we're in power seat, we're going to deal wickedly, and we're going to take their images, iconoclasm, whitewashing, and we're going to paint them as ourselves, man. Paint ourselves as the children of the Most High. And the only reason that a nation will do that is because what? They're not the chosen people. If we got to come out here and say we're going to paint ourselves, white face ourselves, and put ourselves as Esau, that means we're not the chosen, man. We're trying to be like someone that's not ourselves, man. All right? And that came all the way from the Greek Empire because they laid open the law and painted themselves. They painted themselves as the heathen, man.
Right.
Roughly paraphrasing. All right, go ahead, out.
Yeah,
Keep going.
it says, all right, and he says, and he does great wonders so that he maketh fire to come down from the heavens.
Right. How the fire come down from heaven, man? All right. Little boy, big man. All right. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, man. Esau showed a display of his nuclear power, man, of what he could do on the planet Earth, of that sword that was given to him. Because that's the ultimate sword, right? That nuclear power. You can put a pestilence out that it won't get to everybody, right? You can put a plague out, an earthquake won't affect everybody. But what about those nuclear missiles? All right. Robert Oppenheimer, the Most High said he created the smith that bloweth the coal. But Robert Oppenheimer said, I'm the destroyer of worlds, man. He was speaking on that nuclear technology because that's the only thing that has the power to what? Destroy a whole city, destroy a whole nation, destroy a whole state, destroy a whole damn near continent, man. All right? And that's what those nuclear missiles are going to do, man. But before they get blasted over here from the ends of the world, what's going to happen? This place is going to crumble down, man. All right? Like you see an hourglass winding down, and those grains of sand keep going until it's finished, man. America is on those last grains of sand, man. We see that because it's going to be a dark winter, man. This new variant is something serious, man. It's going to kill you people, man. You jabbers that have went in there and willingly said, like you were in an arm wrestling match and said, stick one in me. You know what? I'm not comfortable with the first one. Put another shot in me, man. And put another one in me, man. Where's the booster? When are they? You're actually calling down to these places, these hospitals, and asking, when are y'all gonna have the booster shot? You willingly want to commit evil, man. So the Most High is gonna reward you with these plagues thereof. You got it,
and if I may say, because speaking of this new variant or the Omicron, you know, they were saying that the Omicron is going to be able to be stronger than. Well, basically, it's saying that the people right now that have the jab, okay, the jab that they currently have won't be strong enough to resist the Omicron, and that's because that goes back to Revelation 6:2, that grievous sword for those that worship the beast and receive his mark. Okay, all of these people around the world, across the country and whatnot, that's taking that jab. Okay, eventually, all of you are gonna lose when this new Marriott comes through. Okay.
Hey, and that's that Revelation 13 and 14, banging a brother up. Because our people thought, and I'm speaking to myself, man, my so-called family, man, they thought that this jab was gonna be enough, man.
Yeah.
That it was gonna put them back in the workplace, put them for promotions, put them up, and America would open up again, man. But guess what? He deceived them, man, by those miracles. That jab is a part of that miracle, man. You thought it was enough? You thought prophecy wasn't gonna be fulfilled, man? That Revelation 13 and 16 prophecy has to be fulfilled, man. All right? And we know Esau, Revelation 12 and 12, he's gonna come down with great wrath, man. Go ahead, brother. 14.
And he said, and he does great wonders, so that he maketh fire to come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceive them that.
Could you get it real quick, Maya? How many people did Hiroshima and Nagasaki kill? Because that's a small example of that sword, man. But we know, right, that sword, that this number that these brothers bring out is like 100,000, 200,000. That this number that these brothers bring out is going to be far exceeding that when this Third World War, man. It's going to be way past that, man. Go ahead,
It says,
hold on. Let him bring it out.
All right, Con. This is from Atomic Archer or Archive.com. It says the total casualties from Hiroshima is 135,000. And the total casualties from Nagasaki is 64,000.
Right, so about 200,000, man. People he killed with that nuclear attack, man. Just showing an example on a small, that's not even on the scale, man, of what this Third World War is going to do, man, in nuclear power. Go ahead, keep going.
And it says, and deceive them that dwell within the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do, in the sight of the beast.
Right, in the sight of the beast. EU and the NATO, man. In the sight of that beast, he has the power to do this because what? That's that whore that sit upon many waters. Revelation 17 to 15, it tells you who those waters are. 16 to 15 or 17. It says those waters are nations of people, man. Multitudes of people. So he sits upon those waters and he has control over the people, passing these policies, passing this wickedness, passing this jab down. And notice they said that the first, I think, did you post that? No, the brother, I think Raya posted. It was like they got some cases that broke out in Europe, man.
Yeah.
Of that Omicron, man. So how much more until it reaches the United States? And next thing you know, an article comes out. The first case in Los Angeles, first case in California, first case in Dallas. So how are y'all getting over here? I heard so Sleepy Joe, he made a sanction that nobody from South Africa could come into the States, man. Yeah. So how would I get here in America, man? It's propaganda, man. It's deception, is those miracles, man. He has the power to control the media, all right? Control the television, man. Control these puppets, these crisis actors, man. Go ahead, Doc. You want to say something like that?
No, I just wanted to say, man, like the brother was saying, man, he has the power to control, all the elements of the news, all right, and deceive people, man. All right, it's kind of like the analogy with the carrot with the rabbit, man. They keep on keep on running around in that same circle, man. All right, but you ain't going nowhere. All right, you running constantly to be free. All right, but it ain't never gonna happen, man. He just trying to further, all right, put those shackles and chains on you, man. All right, but that's pretty much all I got on that. It says
what?
And it says, and that they should make an image to the beast which had had been wounded by the sword and did live.
Right. Give me Sirach 12 and 10. Let's go into those because those miracles that he should do in the image of the beast, all right, and that wound by sword that did live, is talking about the Roman Empire, man. So he's exercising those miracles because that serpent from the garden has grown greater and greater and greater to where that serpent is walking around on earth seeking whom he may devour, man. Seeking whom he could put his philosophy, his wine on, those miracles. And it's a whole entire, and it's not an actual snake. It's a spirit that rules this place, that rules America, man. It's a vibration that's on this nation, man. That's on this planet, man, right now, man. That's on this earth. It's a vibration that rules this place, man. It's a way of life and wickedness that controls this place. That's why you see people walking up and down the street, and me and the brothers talk about it all the time. Brothers point out, oh yeah, he's full of that Babylon truth. Just look at him. He even say a few words that you could tell in his countenance. He has the ways of America, this westernized civilization, man. Do as you want to do. Nobody can tell me nothing. There's no higher power, man. But you're a dummy because the Most High is looking at you like you fool, man. You hate knowledge. You hate understanding. That means you hate your life, man. And most of our people, so 2/3 of our people, they hate they hate their lives, but they love America, man. They know they're slaves, all right? They don't want to act as slaves. They want to act as if somebody that's just high and proud of America, but they get ruled over. They love being ruled over. They love being submissive to this white boy, man. This base, low level of man that don't give a damn about you, man. That was a serpent from the beginning. And how much more wickedness has he brought forth to this day, man? You got it, brother.
Because I was going to say, when you go into Genesis 3 and you look up that word serpent, okay, I believe it's Nakash, if I'm not mistaken. It basically means a person who deals with divination, basically a witch. So this devil, ever since he came out of those caves during the so-called Renaissance period, he's done nothing but spread all types of pollution and deception and witchcraft all over the planet Earth. That's why it tells you in the book of Isaiah, it refers to Esau as the covering cast over the whole earth, okay? Because he's done nothing but use his media and his witchcraft in his religions and whatnot to basically blind the whole world with darkness, okay? So that he can be able to, fulfill his plans and his agenda without nobody being able to identify him, who he is and what he's all about, and go about his wickedness in peace, so to speak,
That's right. That's right. You got it? Right on. You got Sirach 12 and 2 now?
Yeah.
You can bring it up, brother.
All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Nah, just when he got some sales for Black Friday.
Never trust thine enemy.
Never, man. That means on no circumstances. No, that means when you're back against the wall, you don't even trust your enemy, man. If you're back against the wall, you rely on your power to save you out of that circumstance, man. You don't go to your enemy for help, man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
God, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. Over time, you'll be able to see him, man. You just have to take hold to him and be patient and watch him, man. Watch how this devil evolved, all right, from the Greek Empire to the Roman Empire to now. Watch how this devil evolved from the serpent to Cain to Esau, all right, to now, man. You have to realize that this is the same ancient spirit, and the Most High deals with ancient times, man. These spirits that are within us, man, purifying is ancient, man. These men that you see on the camera and behind the camera, all right, from the apostles on down to the least, that was where ancient men, Lord willing, were that number, man. We think ancient in an ancient manner, man, all right? We have ancient conversations, all right? We walk in an ancient path, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Amani.
All right, it says, verse 11, Sirach 12 and 11, though he humble himself and go crouching.
Yeah, though he say, well, you know what? I see your family members are dying from this so-called pandemic. All right, well, I'm gonna come in with this jab. I want everybody to live. I want everybody to go back to work. I want everybody to survive and prosper. This is the American way. Are you not an American? Are you not someone that's proud to be here, that fights for their country? He'll throw that in there, man, to deceive you, man. But that's that deceit, that the miracles that this brother brought out, man. Revelation 13 and 14, man. Those miracles, man. He comes in that same manner, and he does what? Notice that the scriptures speak about his place in the politics of the society. They mention those two horns of the lamb, Democrats and Republicans. They mention those unclean frogs, judicial, legislative, executive going into London, the Vatican, all right, and District of Columbia. All right, it's twofold, but it mentions that he has that judicial sword, man, the power to craft things by law. And what do most people in the society fear, man? They fear the law, right? When you do something, when you run a red light, or when you do certain things in the society, you're not thinking, well, we're fearing the law first and foremost, but the inhabitants of the earth, they fear this law, man. They fear the law of the land because that's what they're governed under. If you do something wrong, you run a stop sign light, you get blue lights behind you, man. All right. If you miss a child support payment, you're back in court, man. All right. If you fail to pay your taxes, what? You thrown in jail, man. We're subject to fines and payments. But we know as wise men that we run on a Caesar where the Caesar is his, but our minds are not within this world. We're far apart from this world, man, mentally and spiritually. You got some more?
Yeah, it says, verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Beware of him, man. That means be circumspect, man. Because if you're not circumspect, we're seeing things from what? Yeah, if you're not circumspect, you're not gonna know things. You're gonna be out here doing slave work, not knowing that what? This devil is about to come down with a full-blown wrath on the people, man. That you could be walking outside of your house one day and you could be seeing somebody with a sword the size of Nebraska on their chest, man, asking you, come here. Where you going? Grandpa, you walk outside, you see Mama, you see Grandpa with swords and blisters all on their head, balls the size of Wisconsin, all right? Walking around saying, hey, can you help me? And you don't know what the hell to do, so you hug and embrace them. Next thing you know, you filled with that same plague, man. That's what's going to happen on the streets of America, man, all right? Go ahead, brother.
John, it says, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Right. You see him for what he was, not only here, but you see, oh, okay, These are the same people that ruled over us in Rome, that persecuted us the same way, that slaughtered us the same way. These are the same people that persecuted us in Greece. This is the same person that sold his morsel of his birthright for a morsel of meat, man. This is the same person that slew his brother when his brother was innocent because the Lord didn't have respect on him, man. And that shows you the Most High controls the atmosphere and the environment of every soul and every spirit. Because he was weakened, Cain was weakened, and he was wroth, man. Because of what? Because of the blessing that he put forth. And because of ultimately the Lord's answer to that blessing, man. The Lord said he didn't have respect on that, man. I respected Abel because he brought the first of his sacrifice, man. You brought fruit and vegetation from the ground, man. All right? I don't respect that. I don't have any respect on that. So Cain was mad at the Most High, man. So he took it out on the Most High's righteous seed. That's what he did, man. That's what Esau does. Esau has, the so-called white man has a complex with people that look like us, so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, man. And he seeks to defile them. He seeks to kill them, take their life, man. Go ahead, brother. You got some more? You got it, right? You good.
That was the end of that verse.
You got your precept, brother.
This is Jeremiah 13 and 22. It says, and it says, and if thou say in thy heart, therefore come these things upon me, Shalakia, it says, come upon me, for greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirt uncovered, and thy heels made bare. It says, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots, that they may also do good, that are accustomed to do evil? So basically, man, like the brother was saying, man, Esau is accustomed, all right, it's in his heart, all right, to what? Do evil. It's in his mind to do evil.
Hey, what's up, man? You remember me? You're 9, huh? Hey, what's your nationality? Remember what I told you? Remember what we told you? Hey, come see. Now you gotta tell your sister now. You was with a little dude, he was like 14, huh? Yeah, and I was like, you're an Israelite. So you gotta remember next time. I know you're 9 and stuff, but you gotta tell your people, you gotta tell them you're an Israelite according to the Bible. Because everybody else call us what? African Americans, right? They say we're from Africa, but according to the Bible, according to history and knowledge, we're Israelites. In the world, who you know about Jesus Christ? That's not his name. Jesus Christ was a so-called dark skin man. He looked just like you. You see your hair? He had hair just like that. All right? And he walked around this earth, but they persecuted him because he looked like you. That's why people that don't look like you, they look at you with stares, they look at you with all types of looks, because you're the real chosen people. They want to take that glory that's within you. But I just want to let you know, you're an Israelite according to the Bible, all right? Go ahead up.
It says, can an Ethiopian change his skin,
Isaiah 5:20.
or a leopard his spots, that they may also do good, and are accustomed to do evil?
Right, because the Lord, he ultimately made that separation between us and the Ethiopians. So can the Ethiopian change himself into an Israelite? Nah, man, because it goes back to who your father was, man. Ham, Cush, all right, Nimrod. Those were so-called Hamites, man. The lineage that the Most High disregarded, man. Exodus 5 tells you what? I'll set a difference between the Ethiopian and the Israelite, man. So can that same Ethiopian change his spots and make himself an Israelite? Can that which is made crooked be made straight, man? Can a nation that the Most High is not dealing with all of a sudden be dealt with by the Most High? Nah, man. The Most High don't work like that, man. It's playing with the Most High, man. Righteous, wicked. Excuse me. Esau, Jacob, man. The Most High makes it plain, man. But our people don't want to understand that. They rather get all up into the wiles of Esau's educational systems. And when you talk to them, oh, I'm a cardiologist. I work on people's hearts. But you don't know what the heart is, man. The heart is the mind. We work on people's minds out here, man. Spiritual, all right? Not the physical, man. Esau wants you to be a physical person. Work up your body. Build up your body. Build up your what? Your credit score. Build up your reputation. Build up your fame. But what about your spirituality? You're losing it the whole time, man. The whole time you're building for this world, you're losing your relationship with the Lord, man. Go ahead, up. You had some on that? You got it
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
Start at 18.
Start at 18.
The water.
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity.
Draw iniquity. That means they draw. What? Because Esau draw separation, draw discord between the chosen people and their power, because he tries to separate. He's the accuser of our brethren. He tries to separate us from the Most High. But it says, with cords of vanity, with nothingness. So he'll try to persuade us with something that has nothing to do with the Lord, man. Coming to theology, sociology, psychology, all of his rudiments of the world, right? But at the end of the day, you talk to these high level PhDs, these master degrees, these bachelor degrees, and they don't even know their nationality, man. They don't know the name of the Lord. That's high level knowledge, man. That's the beginning of high level knowledge, man. The Most High made the foolish the wisdom of this world, man. But the wisdom of the scriptures was given to the lowly, man. Those that you put low and kick under your feet, man. And regard as nothing to spit at and scoff at, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead up.
It says, verse 18 again, Isaiah 5 and 18. Woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin as it were with a cart rope.
Ooh, just sin on top of sin, man. The scriptures tell you make not a license. We don't have a license for sin, man. Once you know better, you do better, and that's true in a sense, man. You know better, you know the scriptures, and you know the rule and the ways of this truth, this life, this rivers of living water. You do better, man. It makes you a better person. It makes your countenance shine. It makes you a better talker. It makes you a better socializer with your brothers, man. Because we were all in that little mode of being what? Anti-social. I'm all about myself. I'm Mr. CEO. Me, YOLO. You only live once. I got to go and fulfill my enterprise and not the Lord's, man. But when we come into this ministry, we know we got brothers that need aid. We got brothers that have different types of ways of life, different types of characteristics, strengths, and weaknesses that we got to apply through the Spirit, man. We don't have time to apply those ways of the world into this truth, man. You can't bring that into the ways of the life. It tells you in the scriptures. You can grab it. I can I'm gonna grab it myself. It's basically saying, can light contend with darkness, basically. But you got it out. You can finish out, but you could speak on. I'm gonna grab this one real quick.
All right. It says, verse 19, that say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it. And let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw nigh and come, that we may know it. Verse 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness before light.
Oh, that's it. That's the one I was thinking of. Bring it out one more time, Mike.
Isaiah 5 and 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
And that's what Esau does, man. What's something that's good that Esau calls evil? First and foremost, the children of the Most High. We're good. We're chosen. We're the children of the light. He calls us what? Niggas, spics, wetbacks. That's evil, man. That's bywords. That's proverbs, man. If you calling the Most High anything besides Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah, man, that's blasphemy. Is that not evil? All right? Are you going to get stripped from that name? No, you're not, man. Are you going to get life from that name? No, you're not, man. Anything that's contrary, the Most High says, depart from evil, man. Be not communion, be not in allegiance with evil, man. Because what? Ultimately, that light is going to blot out that evil, man. That left-hand side was made for a purpose, man. That left-hand side was made to show the power of the right-hand side, man. Because all the things that go on the left-hand side of the Lord is evil and wickedness, but that's going to be over-trumped by what? The right-hand side, man. Paul said, Paul said what? Those demons that came, they said what? Paul I have known, Yahweh I have known, I'm roughly paraphrasing. But you I have not known, man. So that means what? The left-hand side knows us, man. And guess what? The scriptures say we have the ability to cast out devils and demons, man. So that means the right-hand side has rulership over the left-hand side, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, huh?
It says, verse 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
That put darkness for light, because we're the children of the light, and they put us in the dark. They try to hide us, right? They lied to us, tell us that we're not Israelites, tell us that we're not the chosen people of the Most High. They put all their dark works to the front as if it's light. It's common nowadays for what, 2 men to walk up the street, like the brother you was gonna go into, to walk up the street, 2 women to walk up the street, a little child to walk up the street with a crop top, 3-4-year-old walking up the street with booty shorts and a crop top, man. That's wickedness and madness, man. And you people that put them up to it, you're gonna be destroyed by the Lord, man. All the brothers that got wicked women they're dealing with, man, sacrificing their children up to idols, man, celebrating this Thanksgiving, this Christmas, all right, taking Christmas pictures, all right, posing in front of Christmas trees, like my child's mother, man, my daughter's mother. My daughter's about this tall, man. Her wicked ass mom, we got a tree that's this tall for her to worship it, man. You're gonna be destroyed by the Lord, man.
Right.
And it's gonna come in the Lord's time. So guess what? Like the brother read, here are the patience and the faith of the saints, man. We're patient and we're waiting on our reward, man. Even if it comes with us dying, man, to receive that reward, man. We're gonna wait for it. You got it, huh?
It says that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Huh.
Verse 21. Woe unto
Right, and that sweet is what? These words. Because it tells you in Proverbs, I think 23 and 6, it tells if an enemy, he gets you drunk and then you vomit up those sweet words. So that sweet is these words. He puts it for bitter. Because when in the transatlantic slave trade, he had our people in slavery, he had a whip in one hand, a Bible in the other hand, man. All right? And he was telling them what? Master this, master that. Quoting scriptures, jangling the scriptures to put our people in slavery, man. In the meantime, going totally against to what the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
Go ahead, huh?
These devils be looking back.
Yeah, man.
Like they want to say something. Hey, if you got something to say, come up and say it.
Yeah, man. Say something.
It is your kingdom. Shit.
Right. Yeah, speak on it. Because guess what? When it's our time to be in our kingdom, we're going to speak on it, man. Through this word. You got it, man. Bring it up, man.
You can also tell there's a transition of power because back in the day, you couldn't speak like this.
We would be
lynched. Right? We'll be hung. All right, especially if you read the Bible. All right. So, you can tell there's a transition of power because now they're afraid to even say what's on their mind. All right, they go on Twitter, YouTube, all right, Instagram, whatever the case may be, and they speak their mind, but they ain't gonna say it to your face now. All right. So, man, this place is through, man. All right. That's pretty much it.
And then not to mention, like you said, because we saying all these things
in front of their face.
We'll be coming out of the Bible with it.
Right.
So not only back in the day they were lynchers because Esau was was bold with his racism, but not only that, but because we speaking these things out of the Bible, they would also charge us with blasphemy, so to speak, saying that we're blaspheming the word of God and all this. So hey, we living in beautiful times, man. Y'all about Shema Shai is shifting the momentum of the game now. It says, verse 21, Isaiah 5 and 21, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes.
That's Esau Edom, man. He's wise in his key word, his own.
Yeah.
His own mind. His own rulership. Because, and even on a small example, when you give Jake, you lean on Jake, right? You tell Jake, man, you the best. You this, you that, da. Jake start what? The scriptures tell you knowledge puff it up. Yeah. So guess what? On the left-hand side, that knowledge has puffed Esau up, man. He's puffing it up on the left-hand knowledge, man. And guess what he's going to do? He's going to puff himself up so much that according to 2 Ezra 13, he's going to what? It's going to be a war on the streets. It's going to be a war, I'm gonna get it. In the city, it's gonna be a war in the heavens, man.
You talking about what it says? One realm shall fight against
one
another.
realm shall fight against another.
Yeah.
Because Esau, he's so prideful that he's like, man, you know what? We can fight against another realm. We got so much technology, SpaceX, Space Force. We're going up there in the heavens. We got ability now. We can fight against another realm if there's one up there, right? Man. Yeah. But you're gonna be destroyed, man. Your house is gonna come back like the ultimate Jake, and he's not gonna lift up nothing, man. He's just gonna look at you, man, and behold you for what you really are, man. And he's gonna destroy you. He's gonna try that wine press alone, man. those dyed garments from Basra, man. Edom, you're the main target. But guess what? Like the elder was bringing out in Baton Rouge, Kazakia, those coons that are of our people, man, you're going to get a worse reward, man. We're going to jump over Esau to get to you, man. We want you coons, man. You sellouts. You people that have turned the Most High's word for a game, man. Made his word a game, man. That's why Yahushua was cutting up, man. That's why Yahushua was going through the he was going through and basically rebuking, man, because what? They made his ministry for a game. They were using it for a game, man, for a market, man. And that's what 2/3 of our people are doing, man. The scriptures tell you, sell the truth and buy it not. That's right. Sell the truth and buy it not, right? Buy the truth and sell it not, man. Buy the truth and sell it not. I'm gonna get it real quick. Yeah. This Proverbs 23 and 23, it says, buy the truth. I was Salaki. It says, buy the truth and sell it not. Also, wisdom and instruction and understanding, man. We buy this truth because what? The apostles on down to Lisa, they bid to the marriage. They bid. Oh, the Proverbs 21:1, Revelation 13, Daniel 11, Daniel 7. Oh, we bid to, we buy this truth, man. Because we come forth and present our body as a living sacrifice. Yahushua is saying we are bought with a price, man. We are bought with a price, man. All right? So the Most High redeemed us from among men to do what? Renew us from anything that we had in the world, man. You think brothers, they come out the world with sicknesses, with type of ailments, man? From the things that they dealt with in the world, spiritually and physically, man. And guess what renews all these things? This word, man. The spirit quickens us. That's right. It give us life, man. You got it, huh? Yeah. You bring it up. You have one of mine?
No, I mean, that was pretty much it for the rest of the chapter.
Okay. If you had another one you bring it up, or not,
that was pretty much it. You can bring out yours, I'm yours.
This is Amos 5 and 10. It says, they hate them that rebuketh in the gate, and they arbor him that speaketh uprightly. Abhor him that speaketh uprightly. All right. So basically, like we just saying, man, those people that we just not walking by, all right, they looking at us like they want to say something, man. All right. But they hate us, man, because what? We coming out of the scriptures. All right. We speaking righteously. We bringing that righteous vibration, all right, upon the earth. All right, and upon these different cities, wherever brothers may be scattered, man. All right, bringing that righteous vibration back to the earth. All right, and they hate that, and they despise that, because why? They love this world, man. They love these holidays. They love this wickedness. All right, they love these philosophies, man. All right, they don't want to depart from it, man. They want to continue to indulge in it, man.
That's right. I got you. Appreciate it. This Galatians 4 and 16, it says, am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
That's right. Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth, man? All right? Like the scriptures say, man, they rather hear smooth things than that. That's 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, where it says that, all right? They want to hear smooth things. They want us to be out here, all right? Just like you see Santa Claus, man, at one of these stores with the little sign. And the little bell shaking and telling y'all happy, telling y'all Merry Christmas, all right, and have a good day, have a blessed day, may the Lord bless you. You know, that's
everybody wants to go home with a blessing,
right?
Everybody wants to go home with a thought in their head that everything is going to be all right. But guess what? According to the Lord, everything's not going to be all right. It'll be all right for the children of Israel. But you saw Edom, things will never be the same for you, man. You'll never be ruled or ever mentioned or remembered on this planet Earth, man. How you make everybody reverence your forefathers, all right? Reverence your so-called Whig party, your ancestors, right? Because you teach our children that blasphemy in the classrooms, right? American history, Western history, right? You'll never be remembered according to Isaiah the 14th chapter. And I got you. I'm wise. It says, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord, man. All right? The scriptures say in Jeremiah, that what? All right, what they cut a tree. All right, they deck it with all kind of jewelry and silver, with silver and gold. All right, that's against the Lord, man. All right, you got your own high holy days that you're supposed to celebrate. All right, but no, they rather take the customs, all right, of Babylon, and they so ignorant they don't even want to hear. All right, they don't want to hear. All right, what those customs go back to. All right, but they rather stay in what? They rather stay asleep, man.
That's what you were saying. It says, which say to the seers,
Right,
see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things,
right.
speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
That's right. Prophesy us deceits, man. Don't tell us what the origins of Christmas is. I don't want to hear what New Year's go back to. All right. I don't want to. I don't want to know what Thanksgiving goes back to. I don't want to be reminded what Thanksgiving goes back to. All right. For all we care, we just want some turkey. We just want some ham. All right. We just want to be comfortable. All right. So hey, man, comfortable. You know, they rather have comfortable lives than hard truths.
Yeah, man. They rather live in America for 1,000 more years under slavery, under hardcore slavery, just to tell their kids that your great-great-grandfather, and they don't say father, Jake's so broken out with slavery, they say your great-great-grandfather, he was a worker. He He worked all the days of his life. Retired and got a good settlement, got a good 401k. If you're not doing the same thing, then the Lord ain't dealing with you. That's that main thing that they teach the generations, man. But the Most High says, seek to the ancient past. We had ancient men of integrity the whole time throughout the course of history from the beginning that always stood for something. The Most High did it through who? Adam, Abel, Seth, Noah, Abraham, Peleg, Terah. All right? Those men, Jacob, the 12 tribes, all right? The judges, the kings of Israel, David, Solomon, all the way down to now, man. The Most High has always put that integrity in Israel because that integrity comes from the Most High. We're a reflection, the nation of Israel is a reflection of Yahushua. Yahushua is a reflection of the Most High. So the Most High deals with integrity, man. He deals with people and individuals that are willing to go and die for the master, man. For a righteous cause, man. Look at the brothers of Maccabees, man. And I was looking at somebody brought out a smoked possum, like a possum that was fried. That was one of y'all brothers. It must have been a brother in the other group chat. It was basically like, no, it was, matter of fact, it was on YouTube. Like, you know how you post a tag or somebody else's video, you say watch it. It was like a fried open possum, right? So the possum was like stuffed with like vegetables and stuff. So they tried to make this possum actually look good, like a delicacy, right? That's what they do in Louisiana, because they'll drive and hit a wildlife on the road. Oh no, buddy, we're gonna turn over on the side, scrape that thing up, put it right in the back, and cook it, man. Yeah. That's what you Louisianians do, man. Full of abominable foods, man. But nevertheless, the point, the brothers of Maccabees went to the spirit world for a piece of pork, man. They wouldn't compromise their integrity to eat a piece of pork, man. So how much more should we be to this word, to this truth, man? You got it, huh?
You got something, brother?
Yeah, I just got Hosea 4 and 6 real quick.
You got it, brother.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. Because thou.
How do you reject knowledge, man? Because you willing to listen to NBA Youngboy playlist 24 hours a day, but you won't listen to one video. After 30 minutes or 30 seconds pass on a video of the apostles, you flipping back to Youngboy, man. All right? You going back to the ways of the world, man. You reject the knowledge, man. The knowledge comes from the men of the Lord, man. First and foremost, so how can you say the scriptures tell you ye ought to be taught, all right, by men, okay? So we were taught by the apostles, the Most High does everything. So it was bound for him to put a group of men on the planet, face of the earth, where the truth was going to, a direct lineage of the truth to come out of, man. He's always did that, man. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, our forefathers always had the truth, man. They were always quoting their forefathers, man. So how do we not have the truth back then, man? We had the truth from the beginning as Adam, man, as the Alahayim, because we had the truth and the knowledge enough to place the stars where they belong, to place the heavens where they belong, to place the moon, the sun where it belongs, man. Crafted and designed this whole entire universe through Yahweh, man. On down to Yahweh Shah, man, given to Adam, man. Because we were beasts, man. Before that knowledge and that wisdom was put into us, we were beasts, man. The Most High created us, and He gave that to Adam, man. The Adamites, man. Headed by Adam, man. With that knowledge. And we went off, man. Just as then, the scripture tell you, get it, I think it's second, is how that grain of evil seed. I'm going to get it out. You got it. You can speak on it.
I think it's in the 4th chapter, if I'm not mistaken.
4:30. That's right. Okay. You got it, brother. I'm going to bring this out when y'all done.
Like the brother was saying, man, the prophets of old, man, they kept that righteous vibration, man. All right, they stayed on the straight and narrow path, man. I just want to bring out this scripture real quick. This is Matthew's, all right, 7:13. It says, "Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many that be with Shalaki, I'm gonna start over. And many that be which go, and thereof, it says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few shall find it." So basically, straight is the gate and narrow is the way, man. All right, so because if you go broad, man, that's destruction, man. But if you stay on the straight and narrow path, all right, you're gonna find life. All right, because broad, all right, is what? The world. All right? Everything that you see here. All right? Like we was just mentioning, Christmas. All right? All these philosophies, these doctrines. All right? The vibration. All right? The Indian young boy. All right? The Kevin Gates. All right? All that vibration that it brings, man. But when you come into the scriptures and you keep your integrity, all right? What? You fight for righteousness. You stay on the righteous path. All right? You do what's required of you.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 30. For the grain of evil seed has been sown in the heart of Adam. And that tells you that what? There's no free will. So if the grain of evil was sown in the heart of Adam, Adam was the first of so-called Christians say first of mankind, right? The first to live, right? It was so-called only just Adam and Eve, right? Which we know that's not to be true, right? So who was it? Who was that grain of evil seed sown by then? Who was that sown by? All right, it says, and we know that to be Yahweh, man. It says, for the grain of evil seed had been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning. And how much ungodliness had it brought up until this time, man? Because we've never been up until Yahweh Shah, he made that greatest sacrifice, which created that spiritual temple, right? Which Esau is trying to destroy, because he's trying to destroy that spiritual temple, man. He's trying to persuade our people to get his jab. He's trying to persuade our people to what? Go off, take whatever he gives them in the society, take that RFID chip, man. But guess what? That evil seed was sown in Adam, but that serpent too, man. That serpent's destiny was predicted from the beginning, man. That's why it tells you in Revelation, that old serpent, because it's the same one from the beginning, man. All right? Was cast out, him and his army, man, his angels. All right? It said, how much ungodliness had it brought up until this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing coming? That's the time of that third war, man. Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai crashed those clouds. That threshing is going to come, but how much more ungodliness is going to bring? And that ungodliness is going to come through 2/3 of Israel going off, because how many? It's hitting close to home when you go back into your parents' crib, right? And they talking about how they juiced up, how they protected, and you like, man, the only protection we know is the protection of the Lord. So what protection you talking about? And they talking about this jab, man. They talking about this juice that they put in them, man. You don't think that hurts us, man? To know our people went down to Egypt for help, man, and to know they got spokesperson and ambassadors of the Lord that tell them and advise them not to do the things that they're doing, and they still do it, man. But guess what? If Lord willing, if we're the first fruits, we got to overcome that thought of our people taking this jab and realize that what? Well, you know what? Let's focus, because the scriptures tell you that if we're of that elect, they're going to be saved through us, man. So let's focus. We're going to save our whole houses, because everybody wants to be that pillar in their family, right? That big dog, so-called big dog that does for the family. Every time you come around, you can look to him for answers. Everybody has that in the back of their mind. But you can only do that through this truth, man. You can only be that ambassador, that pillar, because the scriptures tell you. Let me get it right quick. And it's the brother. I'm gonna watch his name. GMS pillar in the temple. All right. It's Revelation 3:12. It says, "Him that is Yahweh speaking, him that overcometh, not that subjects himself, overcometh, man. Him that overcometh, will I make a pillar in the temple of my power." That's Yahweh speaking, man. So we gotta overcome these things that are coming in front of us, man. The scriptures tell you endure hardness like a good soldier, man, of Yahweh. So we gotta endure the things to come in order to receive that reward. It says, "And he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is in New Jerusalem," which is New Jerusalem, which is that spiritual temple, which is the men of the Lord, which is we believe wholeheartedly, apostles on down from the least of us, man. That spiritual, that New Jerusalem. But it says, "Which cometh down out of heaven," because what? The scriptures tell you we're gonna be beamed up and beheld the sea of glass, man. But once we're beamed up, we're gonna descend, which means to go down. All right. As New Jerusalem, it says, "Which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name," man. So we're gonna get that glory and that reverence with Yahweh, man. But all we have to do is what? Spiritually be patient. Spiritually know the things around us, man. Be a good spiritual watchman for the Lord. You got it, all right? You got a precept? You got one on you? I got it.
Yeah, you can bring yours out while you.
All right. This is the same chapter. This is Revelation 3:10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which will come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." Right, because we kept the word of the Most High's patience with the faith and the patience of the saints, which is what? Seeing this place build up, seeing Esau get his way, like the brother Amaya said when Esau passed, man. Look, it's your kingdom. Speak up, man. Speak now or forever, really, spiritually forever hold your peace, man. Because you're literally not going to be able to speak in the kingdom of heaven, man. You're going to obey and take orders in the kingdom of heaven, man. So really speak now. Say what you got to say, Esau. All right? Combat, Esau. Debate. Okay? Fake debunk, Esau. It says, because thou hast, Salaki, it says, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, man. So what's holding our fast that we have, huh? This truth, man. We holding on to this truth. We're holding on to the words. We're holding on to prophecy, because that's what's going to lead us into the kingdom. If we had if they had a trolley that passed on the behind us, I can just picture a trolley behind us, right? And you got all the men of the Lord on there. They saying, "Look, we're going to the next prophecy. It's RFID chip." And then after that, we're headed out of here. We're headed out of Babylon. We're going to get beamed up. Would you want to hop on that trolley? And that's what we're spiritually doing. We're hopping on that spiritual train, man. According to the prophecies, man. We're hopping on prophecy. And guess what? It's leading us to the kingdom, because prophecy is going to lead us. And the testimony, get it real quick. All right? This book of Revelation. Chapter 19, verse 10. "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou doest it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua, that's what the angel said. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, man. So the testimony of the Lord whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ is the spirit of prophecy, man. Come through. Because Yahushua, when he came back on the scene, he was referencing prophecy that was to come, man. All right? He was referencing the old law, man. So the New Testament and the Old Testament go together, man. That's what it was. The prophecies are always references their forefather, man. If Esau's right here in this captivity still talking about George Washington Carver, Thomas Jefferson, giving them high holy, don't they got a mount that they put all the what they call that shit?
Mount Rushmore?
Yeah. Pull it up, Bob. Pull it up, Bob. Don't they reference their forefathers, right? How much more us, man? How much more the greatest man to ever walk the planet Earth, man? Yahushua. It said his testimony was prophecy, which means to say before. All right? Let me get this real quick, too, while you get that out.
You just want me to pull up the picture or like pull up?
Yeah, pull up the picture, huh?
All right, I got it.
Yeah, put it to the camera, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's what Esau does with his so-called forefathers, man. He makes a monument of them, man, by the hands of men. Hands of men.
The scripture said that he seeketh.
You good? By the hands of men. How much more our spiritual forefathers? You got it.
Yeah, because when that brother was bringing out that picture, he seeketh that he seeketh that his kingdom to last forever. Roughly paraphrasing, you know. So when he set up these monuments, it's in the what they call it, the commemoration or something like that. So where they'll look upon it and think that they can continue within this place, right? But that's not gonna be so, man. All right.
Yeah. It's and it's going into prophecy, man. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 32. It says, now, you got it. Right? It says, it's Yahushua speaking, backing up that Revelation 19 and 10. It says, now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branches is yet tender and put it forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
That's right, and that's talking about the prophecies, man. All right, like the brother was saying just now, that if you've seen a trailer or whatever the case may be, and it said, okay, this is the next prophecy is what? The charagma. And then after that, it's what? It's salvation. All right? Say it, can you read it one more time, Brother Bishop?
It says, verily, it says, so like, it says, I'm going to start from the top. It says, Matthew 24 and 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and put it forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
So if you can spiritually see, all right, each one of these events, all right, then what, man? You know that what? The end is there, man. All right? You see what's going on, man. All right? Like we keep on saying, these spiritual notifications that the Lord is sending. You know, we're paying attention, man. All right? I got
a quick one too, is backing that up. It's Revelation 7 and 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree. Right? Because those angels are holding back what? Prophecy to be fulfilled, man. The testimony of the Lord. So when those 4 winds are unleashed, Yahushua is unleashed, man. Yahushua is unleashed, man, because those 4 winds is what? Destruction, plagues, famine, death, man. When that's unleashed, you're getting closer and closer to the coming of Yahushua, man. All right? So, and who represents Yahushua, man? Yahushua is under Yahweh. He has a fleet of angels under him, man. Literally, man. Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, man. All right, those angels have a specific. I said Pacific, but specific position or task that they've been commanded by through Yahweh Shah, man. And that's what it's gonna be, man. We got an army on our hands, but it's a spiritual army, man. And they come with way more power than this American military can, man. And we're just really simply out here to tell our people, look, man, Omicron, look, these juices, these jabs, these poisons that Esau puts in front of you, don't put that inside of yourself, man. Trust on the Lord, man. It's as simple as that, man. Trust on the Lord, man. Our people make it so hard and complicated to do what? All type of excuses. I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. I gotta go to the doctor. I gotta go get some food for my baby. I gotta put pampers in the house. I gotta put money on the table, food on the table. But if you trust in the Lord, all those things will be given to you, man. The Lord's not gonna let you go without, man. If you're a man of His word, man. Guess what? The Lord took everything from Job, but guess what happened in the end? It's about the ending, man. Let me get it real quick. All right. Bring yours out, man. Bring yours out.
This is Matthew 6:25. It says, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor for your body, what ye shall put on. It is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment." It says, "Behold the fowls of the air, all right, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into the barns, yet the heavenly Father feed them. Are ye not much more greater than these? Much better than they?" All right. So basically, like the brother was saying, man, the Lord, you got our people saying that we gotta go get this jab. All right. We gotta go get it, man, because I gotta feed my family. All right. I gotta go do this. I got bills to pay, man. But then the scripture just what I said, that what, man? All right. The birds, all right, they get their daily due. All right. They eat. All right. They taken care of. All right. So how much more? All right. If you serving the Lord, all right, He gonna take care of you. All right. He knows that you are in need of all these things, man. All right.
That's great. Hey, banging it up is Ecclesiastes 7:8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, because we know the end is gonna be greater than our beginning, man. Because the beginning we failed. Most High took us out of the Garden of Eden, covered it, and protected it with cherubim and those angels. Cast us out of that land. So how can our heritage just be that land, man? Most High took that breath of life. We've gone, and I looked at I was going into in that book. They got the ages of from like Noah down to Seth down to Abraham, and they all descended. Their life lineages went down and down and down, man. And that's how the Most High said, "What? We were made a little lower than the angels."
Yeah, a little lower than angels.
So we're in this predicament because of ourselves, man. Stop blaming the Most High. Blame yourself, man. All right? But it's ultimately the Most High's plan, man, to get us out of this place. We're going to be delivered from Babylon. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, because the Most High requires that which is past. Because you got time clocks. I got a watch right here. Brothers got watches in their cars. You got a clock up in there in Times Square in New York, right? But the biggest clock of time of thereof is the Most High, man. I think it's Ecclesiastes, the one that's, it might be Wisdom of Solomon. It says, "Who can measure me the weight of fire or recall the day that is past," man?
That's second Ezra.
Second Ezra, Salaki. Who can recall the day that's past, man? Only the Most High can do those things, man. Can Esau go back and tell you everything that happened on the planet Earth yesterday? No, man. Only the Most High can do that. It says, and the patient, going back to the patient of faith of the saints, the brother brought in Revelation 13, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud of spirit, man. And that's telling you right there, Jacob and Esau. Jacob was patient, man. Israelites are patient. The men of the Lord, the elect, are patient, man. Esau is proud. That's why he's every reaction, everything that goes on, he reacts to it like that. Like I just gotta jump. I gotta go. The food ain't ready. The food ain't cooked already. Just give it to me. I'm gonna eat it. Just give it to me. I'm gonna eat it. Like These people not taking the jab. These people not taking the jab already. Just come on with the next one. Come on with the next one. We got to put this RFID in. That's why the brother read yesterday. What you said on mine, you was like they were rushing. They were rushing like to get on top of it. In that article, like in the article you read about Omicron, it was like there was
because they said that they moving at warp speed to
warp speed.
Yeah, they moving at warp speed to find a a jab, so to speak, a vaccine, so to speak, to combat this new variant, the Omicron. Okay, which ultimately goes back to Revelation 12:12, where it says devil's getting ready to come down with great wrath because he knows that he had a short time left. You know. Yeah. Just going back to Revelation 13 that we was reading earlier. Revelation 13 and 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast, should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And when you go into that word worship in the 15th verse, it basically means like to kiss the hand of something or someone. Which basically kissing the hand, means like to reverence, something. Okay, we know that Esau Edom's hand, okay, which is his right hand, what is his right hand? The right hand of falsehood. Okay, he's basically getting ready to force the whole world to bow down to his image and worship his image and kiss his hand, so to speak. But we know that in the book of Psalms, the second chapter, all right, this is real quick, Psalms chapter 2, verse 12, it says, kiss the Son. Okay, kiss the Son. So it's commanded to us in the scriptures to kiss the Son, who is the Son? Yahweh Shai, the only begotten Son of Yahweh Shai. It says, Psalms 2:12, kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way. When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him. So here it is. We're given the direct commandment in the scriptures to kiss the begotten Son of the Most High, which is Yahweh Shai, unless what? Unless he be angry and we perish. But here it is. Esau Edom on the left-hand side is pushing that same vibration to the whole world to kiss him, lest he be angry and he make us perish for not worshiping the image of his beast system, as well as take his charagma. Okay.
Read the letter into that.
Psalms 2:12. God, it says the latter end of Psalms 2:12, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little.
But a little, man. All right. Now, here's what it says. It's back in Ecclesiastes 7:9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger rested in the bosom of fools. Mm-hmm. Because Yahushua, this has kindled his anger but a little, man.
Yeah.
All right. The mercy and the power of the Lord. Y'all know your nationality according to the Bible. Yeah. Yeah. And we out here to tell our people, hey, America's about to be destroyed. And the so-called white man, he going into slavery for what he did to our people.
Right. And that's all in the Bible too.
Yeah. Most High, he didn't forget anything so-called white man did to our people, and they're going to be punished for it biblically.
Yeah. Wrongdoings.
Yeah, and that's why. Definitely. And that's one of the reasons why he got all these plagues coming in the country right now. This whole C-19 thing, which I'm not going to say the actual name because they're going to flag the video, but this whole C-19 thing. And I'm sure earlier today, if you've been paying attention to the news, now there's a new variant that's out right now called the Omicron. And they're saying that that's worse than the other C-19. They're saying that there's no jab, okay, that can defend against it. So people that are fully jabbed right now, even they're vulnerable to catch it. And ultimately, all of these things are happening because those are plagues that the Most High is bringing on this country.
And the Most High, who he's speaking of, is the God of Israel, so-called David, Latinos, and Negroes. But he's against so-called white people, Chinese people, Arabs. He's not their power. But all these things are going on in America just to display at the end the power of the Lord. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So all these slave masters that are currently ruling America, they're going to have to pay for what they did to the children of Israel. All the stock and the slave work that they got to build up this corporation, because America is nothing but a corporation. All right, you got people that.
Well, that's a basic history.
Yeah.
That's just a given thing.
Nah, we're saying that the Most High is for the children of Israel. They're gonna destroy America because of your wrongdoing. It says, "And slain thy people," because you slayed our people according to the transatlantic slave trade. We were brought here on cargo slave ships. You took us out of the womb. Did you not take us out of the womb, rip us out, and feed us the alligator bait? That has to be paid for.
Yeah, it's terrible, but that's a history.
But he agrees, though. He agrees. Your husband agrees.
It is terrible. I agree.
He agrees. But do you also agree that a punishment has to be laid down for that, right?
Tit for tat, I guess.
That's history.
Nah, but it's prophecy. It's not history. It's prophecy. It's going to happen, man. The Most High is going to redeem his people that were brought low and destroyed by your people. And y'all are going to be giving y'all true justice. Isn't America about justice, right? America is about justice. The court systems are about justice. And the Lord is about justice. That's all we're saying.
We're just going to go play pool, though.
That's all we're saying.
Hey, man.
That's all we're saying. Hey, the Lord is going to give us justice. America is about justice, right? But the Lord rules over America. He's going to give us justice.
So
that's fine.
That's cool.
Just who I am.
You should be. You should be an atheist.
I pray to whom it may concern. I pray.
Yeah. But justice will be served, though. We can agree on that.
You guys have a good day.
It said, "Thou shalt not be." It says, Isaiah 14:21, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with their cities," man. So that whole vibration of Esau, Edom is going to be cut off, man. That whole spirit of, oh, that was my grandfather. I didn't have any slaves. I love you, brother. It wasn't me. It was my grandfather. That's an excuse, man. That's an escape. All right? You can't escape from this prophecy, man. It says, "Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers," man. The Most High says the end is better than the beginning, and he requires that which is past, man. You don't think the things and the atrocities that Esau, Edom put upon our people, the slavery, the mental mindset that he forced on our people, man, is going to come back from the Lord, man. You're crazy to not think that, man. And we're telling our people to wake up, man, because the Lord is not going to play in that day. He's going to visit you, man. The Lord is going to make a great visitation upon this planet Earth. And these Edomites, these top level Edomites, we're in front of a law office right now, man. We're in front of corporate buildings right now, man. There's nothing they can do to save themselves, man, from the spirit and the prophecy of the Lord, man. There's nothing they're going to be able to do to escape judgment. All right? Y'all want to?
And then, if I could say that bald-headed one that was right there, you remember he said he was an atheist.
Yeah.
You know, and really you devils, you Edomites, at this point in history, you really should be atheists, okay? Because if you really and truly were to come to the understanding that there is a God in heaven, okay, which, you know, I'm not trying to make it sound like that there's no God in heaven, because there is. But, you know, if you're going to believe in your mind that there's no, that there is actually a God in heaven, okay, then you would have to also come to the understanding that the God that rules in the heavens and over the earth, all right, which is the God of the Bible, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shad. If you were to come to that understanding, then you would also have to understand that he's also a God of justice and judgment.
That's right.
Okay.
It's for you, atheist. Psalms 14:1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The fool said in his heart, "There is no God, there is no power. They are corrupt," speaking of Esau, Edom. "They have done abominable works. There is none that do it good." So even King David knew, man, that spirit that was within you, Esau. There's none that do it good out of your people, man. And you can come crouching all you want. Come in that spirit of, "I'm sorry, I'm with you, man. I'm with you." Like, it's got to be some punishment. But guess what? The Edomite stopped because he knew he was cut, man. He felt that. That's why he stopped, and everybody else went around the corner. You had Moab. The Lord had Moab with them, huh?
That was a Moabite?
Yeah, that was a Moabite, huh? The Lord had Moab. No, not the one that came back and spoke. Not her.
Okay.
But the one in the back, they had another woman at the bald head. The bald head one that said he was an atheist.
Yeah.
He was with a Moab.
Yeah, I couldn't tell because she was facing away from me.
She was a Moab. So the Lord had another nation amongst them just to show, look, you could be with these other nations. You could hide amongst these other nations, whatever you want to do, man. But the prophecy is going to come upon you, man. It says, "They have done abominable works. There is none that do it good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that understand and seek the Most High. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one, man. There's none that doeth good, man. The Most High said the wicked are gone estranged from the womb, man. Speaking lies, man. Speaking falsalities, man. And when we come out and bring this truth, don't be mad, Esau. All right? When we said he stopped right there, and what? He was cut. Everybody else walked around the corner, and then they turned around like, "Where's Bob? Where's Bob at, man? Did he stop to use the bathroom or something? Let's go around the corner and check." Bob's still hearing that word because Bob knows that justice got to be served, man.
He knew it in his spirit.
You got it, brother.
Hey, man, he knew it in his spirit, man. His whole countenance was like, his head down, you know. He knew he was through, and he knows his kingdom is done. All right, and like we were speaking about earlier, all right, when those people was walking by, all right, so they wanted to say something, but there's not really anything they can say because they know that they're in the wrong. They know that judgment is going to come eventually. All right. There was this comedian, man, and he was like, yeah, man, we surely have to pay for all the atrocities that we done, you know. But for the time being, we gonna have fun, and we gonna, you know, that's basically what he's just gonna say. He's like, man, you know, we gonna play pool. We don't want to really hear about that. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it was. We don't want to really hear this, man. We know it's gonna come, but for the right now, man, let's go back. Let's go enjoy it. You know, we want to go enjoy our time here, man. All right, but enjoy it though. Enjoy it though, man. Enjoy as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Max out your credit cards and all of that, man.
It's Habakkuk 1:4. It says, "Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth not go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceeded."
That's right. Wrong. It says the wicked, all right, compass the righteous, man. All right. All the wicked man Esau has done. All right, he didn't got scot free with it, man. All right, but can you read the letter?
It says, "Behold, ye among the heath of Salakia, therefore the law is slack, and judgment doth never go forth."
Right.
And right, it tells you in Ecclesiastes that what judgment, because wicked, because
sentence against an evil work.
You got it,
all right, because sentence against an evil work is not executed expediently. All right. The heart, all right, of man is set in them to do evil.
That's great.
All right.
It says, "For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceeded."
Right, wrong judgment proceeded, man. All right. People think that because of all the wickedness that goes on in the world, and nothing no judgment is coming to pass for the wrongs that have been done. They think that there's not that there is no judgment coming.
Yeah, man. Like right? that's what that female, that Shedamite was saying, man. She was basically saying what? Oh well, that's history. That's past already. That's gone. That's what are y'all talking about? Like, what you're saying is that slavery talk you're saying that's past. We're in rulership now. Right. What are y'all gonna do about it, man? But it's not what we're gonna do about it. It's what the Lord is gonna do about it. That's what you don't realize. We're coming with that ancient power. We're coming with a demon-like power, man. The king of spirits, man. The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Demon.
Yeah.
The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. The Ancient of Days, man. He's going to destroy this place, man. He's going to confound you people. You got it, huh?
All right, this is Exodus 21 and 16. It says, "He that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death," man. All right, because what nation of people, all right, what nation of people are the Israelites in the hand of right now? Still to this day, all right. You Edomites, man. Esau, Edom, man. All right. So what, man? The scriptures say that it says he shall surely, all right, of judgment, all right, is going to come for the Edomites, man. All right? The Lord is going to recompense you, man, for what? Touching the apple of his eye. All right?
Yep. Bang you up. It's Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. And if you are subject to something, that means you're under the control of something. So if we're subject to payments, that means payments lord over us. Now, who's giving out and dishing out those payments? All right? It tells you, I believe it's in Isaiah, it says, what are you to decree unrighteous decrees, man? And write grievousness which you prescribe. So these laws are supposed to put the law is supposed to put the land in order, man. This land puts the land in confusion, man. Because you had the people that are supposed to be ruling. I've seen service upon horses and princes walking as king as a service upon the earth, man. But it says, you got it out, according to all iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power.
That's right.
It says, according to all the iniquities of our fathers. Start from the top. All right, Salaki. You got it out. It's Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Right, just like we read in this scripture right here, man. It says, if any man be found, all right, if it says again, it says, if he that stealeth a man, all right, and if he be found in his hand, he shall surely.
Nah, y'all good. Y'all good. Go ahead.
All right, just like he says, if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. All right, and the scripture right here says that what? All right, we in the land of our captivity.
It says, we are yet this day in our captivity, for thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all, not some, but all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power.
That's right. And you know, we suffer in this affliction, all right, because we departed from the Lord, all right. But Esau overdid it, man. All right, Esau overdid it because, you know, when our iniquity had to end, all right, he continued, man. All right, he continued to afflict the Israelites, man. All right. But yeah, man, when our iniquity had an end, all right, Esau continued to put the sword on us, man.
Yep, I got you right here. It's Ezekiel 35 and 5. It says, because thou hast had I'm going to start at 4. It says, I'm going to start at 2, Salaki. All right? And you know who this is. Ezekiel 35 and 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, thus said the Lord, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
That's right. Like the brother just broke down, man. All right. Esau had a perpetual hatred for Jacob ever since the beginning, man.
Y'all can come through. Y'all good?
Y'all good?
Okay.
Yeah, y'all good. Now you good? Go ahead.
But yeah, man, Esau had a perpetual hatred, all right, for Israel, all right, from the very beginning, man, starting with Cain and Abel, all right, and then he was reincarnated into what? Esau, all right, and then he fulfilled his wickedness upon the earth, all right, and he's still, all right, fulfilling what? That prophecy, man, of what? All right, putting the sword to Jake, man, all right, killing them on the streets.
Yeah, what the Most High said, like, fire is a cleansing agent. Y'all ever heard of slash and burn? What they did to like the rainforest and stuff like that. It's a cleansing agent. Like when you cleanse the land by fire, what you basically start a new growth.
Right.
So that's how the Most High is going to make this land, Esau, Edom's land, desolate, man. And the people desolate to what? Start a new growth with Israel, man. It's simple. You people are in chemistry or in biology, chemistry, all these things, and you putting up potions and formulas and crunching these numbers, da 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 da. But the Lord made this word plain upon the tables, man. Who He chose and who He made, man. Who He made chosen and who He made the wicked, man. Esau and Jacob. You got it, all right? We start taking about it. You had something else?
I had
Yeah, you can bring it up.
2 Ezra 11 verse 36 on down. Because the whole thing is good if you want to
Bring it out, bro.
read that much.
Let's get it.
All right, come on. This is 2 Ezra chapter 11 verse 36. Then I heard a voice which said unto me, look before thee and consider the thing that thou seest. 37. And I beheld, and lo, as it were, a roaring lion chased out of the wood. Okay, and what does that roaring lion represent? Okay, that we're reading up in this prophecy. That's talking about Yahushua. Okay, because he's the Lion of Judah. All right, the Lion of Judah, like it says in our Revelation. It says 37. And I beheld, and lo, as it were, a roaring lion chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle and said, and who is that eagle? Okay, going into Esau Edom. Because when you look at the symbol or the logo of America, what is it? A bald eagle. Okay, which was the same symbol as the ancient Romans as well as the ancient Greeks. But it says, verse 38, hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, art now thou it that remainest of the four beasts? Okay, so this is going into the fourth beast, which is what? The Roman Empire. All right, the fourth beast that you read of in Revelation, in Daniel, the 7th chapter. Okay, the fourth beast is the Roman Empire, and right now, currently, we're living at the last leg, okay, or the revival of that fourth beast of the Roman Empire known as America.
Yep, exercising that power of that beast before them in that Roman Empire.
Yep.
Go ahead up.
It says 39, art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them?
That's right, man. The end of their times came through them, man. Their rulership, their wickedness. All right, their polluting of the world. It came through them, man. They deceived the whole nations and went out and told everybody that the truth was a lie. Told everybody that the lies were truth, man. So you created your own demise, Esau. All right? O Lucifer, thou that falleth from heaven, you fell from rulership, man, because of your own wickedness, man. Your own deception. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 40, and the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past.
Right, it was strong. When the Roman Empire came on the scene, it was likened to what? This is the end. The Roman Empire is going to live forever. What happened to that? They got sacked by barbarian tribes. They were broken down. All right. Holy Roman Empire came into play. The siege of Jerusalem. All right. They were broken down, man. The Most High showed that what? I could break down even from the smallest kingdoms to the greatest of kingdoms, but it all will be done in my will and my time. Go ahead,
Verse 40, and the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness.
Right, because that dreadful beast had what? First of all, it had that residue. It stamped the residue.
Yeah.
Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So that's first and foremost with the Lord. If you got my people in captivity, then you got to be a strong society. Because my people are workers. My people are what? Good slaves in the hand of their oppressor. So if any captivity had Israelites in slavery, they were most likely powerful, man. They were great. They were dreadful. Because they had what? The Most High's people in subjection, and the Most High people in fear of their society, not in fear of him, man. Only the elect was in fear of the Most High. Go ahead.
It says, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression.
Wicked oppression, man. Not only did you oppress us, but you oppressed us wickedly, man. You turned the people into moles. You turned them, had wild orgies. You turned them into idol sacrificing. You just bugged them out, man. Through your wine and your philosophy, man. So not only did you put us into slavery and say, hey, like Monopoly says, go to jail. But when you go to jail, what? You're going to be wickedly oppressed, man. We're going to influence you wickedly, man. We're going to defile you, all right? We're going to have you sacrificing swine flesh. We're going to have you partaking in the ways and the law of the heathen, man. That's defiled because a virgin is not defiled. Israel is the Most High's virgin, right? So if a woman that goes out and sleeps with multiple men or flirts with multiple philosophies, she's known as a whore, man. All right, wicked. Go ahead, up.
God, because like it says in that 40th verse, this fourth beast had power over the whole compass of the earth, and that shows you, without a doubt, that this the last leg of this fourth beast is America. Because throughout world history, okay, what is the only country that's ever been known to have rulership over the whole entire earth, including the Western Hemisphere? All right, that's the United States of America. So it says, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit.
That's right. Devil, man, deceitful, deceiver, man. So-called devil has been ruling over the earth for a long, long time, man. Centuries upon centuries, man. All right. Go ahead, up.
God, it says, verse 41, for the earth hast thou not judged with truth.
Right, man. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. When the righteous are in rule, the people rejoice, and the wicked are in rule, the people mourn. It's simple as that, man. You have righteous people and a wise king over the people. The inhabitants of the earth, they're going to thrive. They're going to prosper. You have a wicked king over the people are going to mourn, man. They're going to be in slavery. They're going to be wickedly oppressed over. Go ahead, brother.
God, it says 41 again, for the earth hast thou not judged with truth. Okay, and what is ultimately the truth? The law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shema Shah. Because the scripture says that the laws is the truth. Okay, and that's why this earth is defiled by the inhabitants thereof, like it says in Isaiah 24. Because it's being ruled without the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai. This devil is going around, committing deforestation, cutting down all the trees, which the scripture says the trees are the life of man. Okay, because we need the trees. The earth doesn't need it. God, that's right. Amongst many other things. We need it for fruit, for food, vegetables, all that stuff. We don't. The earth doesn't need us. We need the earth. That's why the scriptures tell you in 2 Ezra 6, the earth was made for our sakes, not we made for the earth's sakes. Okay, but this devil is basically cutting down the strength and all the nutrients of the earth. Hence why when Yahushua comes back, he's going to create a new heavens and a new earth, which basically means what? A refreshed heavens as well as a refreshed earth. Okay, because this world is languishing. It says, verse 42, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit.
Right, the Israelites, man, we're the meek. Most High says he deals with the meek, the lowly, man. So he's hurt the peaceable. We came in peace, man. The so-called Native Americans, they came in peace, man. So what did you do? You slaughtered them, man. They came in peace. They were willing to help. They were willing to give you their knowledge and trade for your knowledge and vice versa. They were willing to make a peace treaty. But what did you do, Esau? You killed them off. You raped, robbed, and murdered them. You gave them disease, man. But that was ultimately the Most High, because Gad, he came in that spirit of what? Being a coon, man. Willing to bow down to Esau, man. The Most High don't deal with that, man. The Most High don't deal with kneeling down. It tells you he reserved 7,000 that have not kneeled to Baal, man. So the Most High don't deal with kneeling down, man. Only to him. Only to compromise to the Lord, man. Go ahead, up.
And then, to make another point, because here it is, showing you how much this devil is. Here it is, the so-called Native American tribes, which are the tribes of Gad and Reuben. They helped you out and showed you how to fight and overcome your oppressors, which at that time were who? The British. Okay, they helped you to show you how to fight against your oppressors and overcome your oppressors. But then what did you do in return? You turned around and then now became their oppressors. Okay, wiping them out, raping their woman, taking and of course stealing their land from them, and then doing all that. Okay, and then making a high holy day to commemorate all of those things, which so-called Thanksgiving, which we call Thanksgiving.
Yep.
But it says, I'll read 42 again. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. 43. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest.
Right. Revelation 18 tells you that sins have reached up
heaven.
in the
That's
heaven,
right.
man. They come up unto the highest because guess what? Most High get that alert, man. That spiritual alert. Yahweh in the heavens. Oh well, this nation of people, oh, we're on alert with them. Their sins are growing and growing, man. They're increasing transgression on the earth, man. The scriptures tell you when the I'm gonna get it real quick. Go ahead, I.
You want First Maccabees 1 and 9?
I think that's it.
When the Greeks came into power, evil was multiplied in the
That's
earth.
it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
I got it right here.
Mm-hmm.
This
You want to read? You want to read it first? Or you want me to?
Yeah. You continue. I'm gonna grab it right quick.
All right, Khan. Yes, 2 Ezra 11 and 43 again. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty.
That's right. It's First Maccabees 1 and 9. And after his death, it's talking about Alexander the Greek. They all put crowns upon themselves. Cassander, Lasimius, Ptolemy, Seleucus. All right, broke up until the king of the south, king of the north. All right. It says, and evils were multiplied in the earth, man. So whenever you come into power, Esau, evils are multiplied, man. Transgression is multiplied on the earth, man. But guess who's the subject to that transgression? The Israelites, man. You put us in a lane of your wrath, man. In the lane of your wickedness, man. And subject us unto that. That's why we have to call upon a higher power to be saved. We can't call upon our enemies, man. That's clueless. That's a no-brainer. That should be a no-brainer to you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, man. Not to go into your enemy for help or consult. Go ahead, bro.
And just to make a point too, because
you
just to show you how much volumes that particular scripture speaks, because here it is, before Esau, Edom came into power during the Greeks, you had many other heathen civilizations that came into power before him. You had the Tower of Babel, you had ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, the ancient Egyptians,
Syria.
Okay, yeah, Syria, Babylon, the Persians and the Medes, and ultimately, what did all of those kingdoms do? Okay, they did wickedness. They formed idol worship, all types of secret societies, wicked priesthoods, sexual practices. But notice it said that it wasn't until Esau came into power that wickedness came up, multiplied in the earth. Showing you the level of wickedness that Esau Edom comes with, anytime he comes into power.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna probably take it out.
All right, Con. All right, Con. This 44. The highest also hath looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled.
Keep going.
45. And therefore appear no more, thou eagle.
46.
Yeah.
Thou eagle, Esau, Edom.
Mm-hmm. Nor
we were brought in the land swifter than the eagle. Talking about America. Go ahead. Roman Empire. Alexander the Great. Go ahead.
Nor thy horrible
freak. It's a lot.
God. Nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers.
Ooh, wicked wings and feathers, man. The whole, just like Israel, you polluted us. And the Most High said the whole head is sick. That whole eagle is sick, man. But guess who's going to come out on top? The people that were subject to that sickness are going to be made well through this truth, man. We're made well and we're healed through this word, man. Through this voice of the Lord. Go ahead,
God. Nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body.
Ooh, it says the wings, the feathers, the head, the claws, the whole body, man. You're not going to be found no more. Go ahead, out.
God, and then verse 46, then all the earth may be refreshed.
Rest, man. We're going to have rest after you, Esau. We're going to be refreshed, man. All right? Hey, remember that precept, because that goes to Isaiah 14.
Yeah.
Them being taken out of power, that's beautiful. Like, go ahead.
God. 46, that all the earth may be refreshed and may return. Okay, return back to its natural state. It says, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
Yahweh Shai,
yeah.
Man. Made everything, man. Go ahead.
As well as that Allahayim that was under Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Because that's why it tells you in Romans 8, for the whole creation, groaning, basically to roughly paraphrase it, groaning for the manifestation of the sons of God. You know, because when you look throughout the earth, you know, all these protests and these uproars that's taking place throughout these different countries, especially countries where Esau Edom rules, you know, all these European countries as well as Australia, you know, basically what does that show? Okay, of course it shows that the Most High is visiting the earth, like prophecy said, but ultimately that shows that the people on the earth are crying and groaning for a new rulership and a righteous rulership. And you know, but the thing is, the stumbling block to them is that they believe that somehow a righteous rulership can come, can come out of this world. But little do they know that this world is given into the hand of the wicked. And so now, really and truly, that righteous rulership that these people are crying out for is won't ultimately come until Yahushua and the angels come down to destroy Esau Edom out of his rulership, and the sons of God be brought back to that first estate as the true rulers of the earth. Okay, in the righteousness, you know.
Right up.
And then, God, and then when that happened, that's when the earth is going to be refreshed, like we just read in that 46th verse.
Yeah,
you got it, right?
The earth is going to be refreshed, man. Everything is going to be set in its right estate. It's going to be turned from upside down to right side up, man. And with that, we're going to face the east. We give infinite honors and glories to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakat, double honors to the apostle Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well and are worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Abba, Shalom, Yasha Allah,
Shalom.
Shalom. Until next time, Akim, Shalom.